WNYWaterCooler.com.
WNYWaterCooler.com.
The Patriots offense has no talent. Take out Rob Gronkowski. Their best player is a 5'10" white guy. Their offense is a joke. I've never heard of any of their running backs. This guy, Deion Lewis, is a joke. Preston Brown's going to send Deion Lewis into, I don't even know. This team, Thumper, this guy lays wood. We're not the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Did you see our DBs just laying guys out? Like, these guys are, we're not soft. This team, New England has come into our bar. They have no idea what they're in for. I can't wait till Julian Edelman runs into Ronald Darby after a 5-yard reception and gets just destroyed. This game is going to be a joke. I hate this team. I'm so glad Brady's playing. I can't wait for him to come in here, get his bell rung every time he drops back. I'm so amped for this game.
Clearly. It's Tuesday.
This is a huge game. This is why we paid $1,000 for season tickets. This is what we've been waiting for since we were 15 years old.
Welcome back. WNYWaterCooler.com podcast. We're back on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. We're a couple places. Look for us. I'm Steve. We got Tim and Coast.
What's up, Janice?
What up, boys? 3-0. What's good?
Not our outlook for this week.
Janice, you on speaker? What the fuck?
Tim, are you at a bar?
Yeah, dude. It's G&P Thursday, but we're gonna have to move this cast to Fridays. Start next week. I work 5 days a week, so we're gonna have to do this Friday nights now.
Fridays? You can't do a podcast on a Friday night.
Shut the fuck up,
I can't
Tim.
do it sober.
Oh my god.
Nice life.
I've never done a podcast not sober.
Nice life. Do we take anything out of that Cincinnati game other than we're not that good?
Are you kidding me? Our defense is amazing, and our quarterback's got moxie. What do you mean? Can we take anything out?
Our defense is amazing. They look like shit for 90% of the game.
90%.
Well,
the Bengals had 1 first down in the first half.
Yeah, for about 30% of the game, our defense looked bad.
Our defense, there was I agree, 30% of the game. It's like our team was.
Is Coast in the African safari?
He's in like a dog fighting ring.
What the hell's going on?
Jesus Christ.
Well, Michael Vick doesn't play for the Bills, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. So, what were we talking about?
Our defense melting down in the end of the third quarter?
No. Our defense didn't melt down. Our team definitely had their heads up their ass for 1/3 of the game there after that Allen despicable interception. But they bounced back and they answered. Another fourth quarter comeback for Allen, and we're 3-0, baby.
How did we not have 24 points in the first half? I just shook my head the entire halftime, looking for shade and just wondering what the fuck, what is going on with this team? How is it 14-0?
It's because our head coach is Sean McDermott. He has no killer instinct. He likes playing close games where he can just clap a lot and he loves punting. He doesn't like having a punt returner. I don't know what this guy does. He doesn't even call it defense anymore. What does McDermott do?
All right, you got to cool it with special teams talk in the first 3 minutes of every podcast.
I ain't cool as shit. I ain't cool as shit, man. This is a big game this week. I don't get. I'm not cool as shit.
We didn't have more points because Yeldon fumbled for 10, and Allen had a terrible intentional grounding. That was 10 points right there. There's your 24, Janice.
And
it wasn't anything McDermott did. It was just we made
punted on a fourth.
Terrible plays.
I know literally what happened, and we punted on. Did we punt on a 4th and 1? But
that was in the fourth quarter.
The funniest.
But we definitely got lucky on that kick return. That was a That was a dicey holding call.
Dicey?
So,
I had a perfect view of that. That was horrible.
You think it was a bad call, or do you think it was a bad hold?
No, it was a luck. We got so lucky. I was telling the people I sit with, that was the luckiest play we are ever going to get.
Like, if you go, like, slow-mo, he, like, tugged his jersey, but that guy was gone. It was, like, it really should have been, like, 20-7.5. So I really think a 14-point margin was probably fair.
Well, I thought Tim was going to have something there. I guess not. But the most.
No, I was gonna say Zach Taylor and Adam Gase is outcoached McDermott this year. But
What are you talking
a win's a win, dude. Let me freaking talk.
We won by a combined 4 points against them.
A win's a win. Yeah, the Bengals. We let them hang around, and we almost got. We should have lost the damn game.
Should have lost.
Allen, I was impressed with his last drive. I can't stand Frank Gore getting this many totes. Johnny Brown still looks good. Beasley looks solid. The rookie tight ends are looking solid. So, I mean, but we're going to have to step it up this week. But I don't know if you still want to reflect on the game. I don't know if you still want to reflect on the game against the 0-3 Bengals or talk about the fucking Patriots.
Well, the funniest thing that I've ever heard in my life was the explanation of why McDerr defers if he wins, because he wants to have that extra possession before halftime and after halftime. What in the what fucking world does that explanation make any sense? The guy.
What was the explanation? He wants what before half?
Because he wants to steal an extra possession by getting the ball at the end of the first half, and then you get it right again in the second half. But we never.
99% of the teams defer.
Yeah, but
there must be some analytics out there, Janice, that says if you defer, you get more possession on average.
But what I'm saying is we don't even try to we don't fucking try to score at the end of the fucking second quarter.
Well, we didn't against the Giants.
We never do.
We tried this week. We just ended up having to kick a 62-yarder.
Yeah, exactly. That's.
I mean, they tried.
Jesus.
I can't remember the play sequence that ended up why we ended up having to kick such a long field goal, but at least they didn't.
He probably took a dumb penalty or something. Tim, in what world do we ever beat the Patriots?
Well, I'll get to my prediction later, but I mean, you got to get Sweeney. You got to feed Sweeney early and often, and get McKenzie the ball, not just on these jet sweeps, but
he didn't practice today.
Yeah, McKenzie's not playing.
I saw that. Shit.
Just get the ball to Dre.
You need Star Latulier to play the game of his career for the Bills because the guy hasn't done shit, but now he's going to be on the field a lot more without my boy Harry Phillips. I don't know. We need Trey White to have another pick. We need Saron Neal to be crushing Edelman's ribs. Those ribs need to look like salami by the end of that second quarter.
Salami. I'm just not scared of the Patriots. I don't think they're any better than us. I think they're old. I think it's just a matter of time before these guys break down. Their quarterback is. There's a reason why no one plays at that age. If he takes one hit, he gets blindsided by Oliver one time. It's a broken clavicle, and his career is over. Edelman, old and frail as well. They don't scare me, man. This team doesn't scare me. If our offense can put up 20, we win. We win the ball game.
If I had more time on my hands, I'd go back and listen to our podcast over the last 11 years, and you've literally said the same thing every single fucking time. If we score 20 points, we win. Well, I'll bet you a fat stack of cash that that's not true. And that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Until it happens, I'm never going to believe that they're not going to keep winning. They'll put fucking Stidham in there and they'll win.
No, that's not. And we beat Brissett, who according to Tim is the top 5 quarterback in the league. We shut them out in their barn.
That was 3 years ago.
Steve,
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, you definitely need to throw Coast from
Off
week
a
2 in
bridge.
2016 on to start this pod.
I'm going to. Yeah.
Thank God. I
Who
love
is
that.
Dion Lewis?
2015.
Yeah.
2015.
Who's Dion Lewis? Yeah. It was the same exact rant, except like now you're just more calm because you've been beaten down by all the women in your life for the last half decade. But yeah, did Andre Roberts play last week against the Bengals or no?
Yeah, he was
Yeah, he
back
did.
there on kick returns. Yeah.
Did he do anything?
No. He
returns
looked better
the
than
kick.
Hyde, which isn't saying anything.
Oh my God.
Well, who's going to replace McKenzie? Devin better play.
McKenzie could still. Why was McKenzie out there? I don't remember him getting hurt.
Because now he's hurt. If you don't practice on Thursday, you're not going to play.
Maybe he was sick or something.
You get mono. Well,
who knows? Roberts can do a lot of the stuff McKenzie can do. We gotta McKenzie's dangerous when he gets the ball, but we ran a couple, at least one, really obvious, jet sweeps with him on a short yardage play that just got blown up for a 5-yard loss.
Eagles just got a pass interference reversed. They won a challenge on a pass interference reverse, but I mean in 3 days it'll still be useless. But that was interesting. I just don't see any world where we beat the Patriots. We're 7-point dogs at home.
Yeah, that's respect. Vegas is showing us some respect. The line shouldn't even be 7. It's insulting. We're getting ripped on for our easy schedule. New England has played the easiest schedule through 3 games maybe of all time. Give me a break with this. The Bills are fortunate to be 3-0. We played 3 NFL teams. They haven't. They played, their schedule's been a joke.
We just played the Bengals at home, and we barely beat them, Coach.
Yeah, we were losing. We were losing
They
with 3
won.
minutes left.
Cincy lost by 1 or 2 opening day.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Cincy's a competitive team.
No, we're not.
Okay. They're not terrible. They're not the Jets with their 3rd stringer. They're not Miami.
Well, we didn't play no.
We won 2 road games in our opponent's home opener, man. That's impressive to me.
Against Eli Manning and a mononucleosis Darnold.
Wow, that was pre-mono, and Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer.
You don't just get mono instantly. A Hall of Famer. Yeah, so we beat Warren Moon next week. Or that's a good win.
Sam Darnold was not sick for that game.
Well, their offense was pretty sick.
Because our defense is good, and they're not. They were 4-12 last year, the Jets.
We just got owned by Andy Dalton.
What's your point?
50% more wins.
How many wins do you have the Bills winning this year?
I looked at the schedule earlier today, and I have us at worst 8-3 going into Thanksgiving.
That's really not an answer. This Bengals game makes us really that really kind of just took the wind out of my sails. We looked so
about?
Average. I thought we were going to go in there and stomp them.
We did for 2/3 of the game.
Yo,
Game
this
60
AFC is right now is in shambles. I mean, obviously you got the Jets and the Dolphins. Neither of those teams are making the playoffs. The North, you got Baltimore is legit. They're 2-1.
Are they?
Yeah, Pittsburgh's what? 0-3 or 1-2?
0-3.
Baltimore's 3-0.
Are you sure Baltimore's legit?
Baltimore's 2-1. Pittsburgh's 0-3. Browns are 1-2, and the Bengals are 0-3. That division's only getting 1 team. The South, you got Houston, I think 2-1, and Indy 2-1, and then the West. I mean, San Diego or LA's 1-2. Broncos 0-3, and then there's the Raiders. But I mean, even if we don't win this division, which I think right now we're going to win this, I'm putting that out there right now. But I mean, a wild card, we could win. A wild card could be 9 wins.
That might have been the most coherent segment that Tim has ever had in his entire career of doing this. That was all correct, and it made sense.
I couldn't agree more with everything he just said.
Except for winning the division. I mean,
I think we're going to win the division too.
Well, I don't care. I don't care about your guys' opinion in regards to winning.
Why do you not think we're going to win the division? You're scared of a 42-year-old frail old man?
A guy that's won like 17 division titles. They've outscored their opponents 106-17. They've got 40 more points than us. They haven't given up a touchdown on defense yet. They're coached by Bill Belichick.
All meaningless.
Huh. Interesting.
We'll see what happens Sunday.
History is prologue. Isn't that a phrase? But yeah, there's other than the division leaders right now. There's only 2 teams in the AFC that are above 500, us and the Colts.
Yeah.
We're a division leader. What are you talking about? Our wild card teams are going to be competing. Are going to be Indy and maybe San Diego. Maybe
that's not even a team.
San Diego.
That's not even a team.
Whatever.
Padres?
But who else? Is Cleveland just done? You guys think? Is it over? Can we write them off?
No, they're not. But they have a tough schedule the next few weeks. But I mean, Baker Mayfield and Kitchens look like shit. But I saw a video today that showed that Baker actually checked into that run on 4th and 9. So I'm questioning if he even knows the game of football at all. But
after our bye, I'm not kidding. 2 of our first 3 games are home against Miami and home against Washington. I mean, are you kidding me?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We got, before Thanksgiving, we got home games against Denver, Washington, Miami, and
Philly.
No, there's another terrible team in there. Wait, Washington, Denver, Miami. Didn't you just say? There's like 4 home games that are just like. Or no, at Miami too?
It's Miami, Philly, Washington in a row, and then at Cleveland, at Miami, Denver at home, at Dallas, Baltimore at home, at Pittsburgh. So, I mean, if you're looking, I'm still only thinking about wild card basically because I have gray matter in my head, but it's going to come down to
wild card. I haven't thought about the wild card once.
If we win this game, we're pretty much in the playoffs, no matter what.
That's basically true. Well, that's basically true.
It would take a collapse.
Other than a bad injury.
We have 4 games where we'll be at least touchdown favorites between now and Thanksgiving. 10-point favorites.
I thought we would have been favored by by at least a touchdown against the Bengals, and we sort of got lucky winning that game.
I mean, what do you think? Well, I mean, a lot depends on what happens Sunday, but I don't know.
We're going to get the doors blown off us.
We could legit be 9-2. We can be 9-2 going into Dallas on Thanksgiving. That's not that outrageous.
Dude, let's take it one game at a time. Jesus.
Well, Janice asked the question, how many games are we going to win this year?
You still haven't given me an answer. You just keep saying hypothetical. When the season ends November 13th, which never happened before.
I still got us at 11 wins. Maybe 12.
Jesus Christ. So, Tim, you're not scared of the Patriots?
What's up?
You think that we're going to win this game?
You want my prediction? I gotta bounce soon anyways.
Yeah,
I'll give it right now.
I'm
gonna say 22-20 Bills.
22-20. Wow.
Do you have anything else you gonna expound on that at all, or you have to go back to the bar because there's a couple of like fat hoes that just had an extra shot of Cuervo?
Jack fired, but no, what else you want to know?
You're not scared of Brady? You're not scared of Sony Michel or Rex Burkhead or bruised ribs Edelman?
You guys talk for a second. Give me a minute.
All right.
Coach, give me expound on why you think we're gonna win this game, because I can't think of one reason why we would.
I think that our defense has limited them in all 4 games under McDermott. Brady has been mediocre. I know they've run the ball well on us, but I think that we're coming at them with a total, like literally a totally different offense now. that I think we'll be able to maintain drives, keep the ball, and hang in the game. And I think we're going to pull it out, man. I think the 12th man, I think you guys are going to be a factor. And I don't think they're better than us. I legitimately don't.
Well, I'll just give you some stats here. McDermott against the Patriots, 0-4,
Okay.
1-3 against the spread. Do you know how many points we average at home? I mean, you've probably read what I wrote. We're averaging 5 points. We're averaging 5 points at home when McDermott's the coach. I don't care who the quarterback is. We've been outscored 27-9. 27-9 in all 4 games. That includes Allen in one of those games.
We lost 24-12 with Allen. We were down 9-6 in the fourth quarter with Derek Anderson playing. This is going to be a battle, man. It's going to be a battle, this game.
I agree, close. I'm back. No, I think it's going to be an ugly game for the most part. It's going to be a lot of defensive timeouts between McDermott and Belichick. There might be like 11 combined.
We gave up
11 defensive timeouts combined between these two coaches.
One offensive timeout in the game.
Yes.
Who keeps track of that? Brady's thrown for 244.
These guys love calling defensive timeouts. McDermott thinks he's Belichick when it comes to calling that shit.
Well,
Belichick thinks he's McDermott.
Dude, shut the hell up.
What?
All right, I got to bounce. Give me your predictions. You guys keep going, but I got to get going.
No, you'll just have to listen to at the end of this for our predictions. Brady's thrown for 244, 218, 311, and 117. The game he threw for 117, Patriots ran for 273, so he didn't even have to throw the ball. We don't shut them down. Those are average games.
Yeah, he's been. If you compare, I should have done this before the podcast. I was crunching some numbers earlier.
You should have, actually. Good. You should have prepared. You're right. I agree.
If you compare how he's done against the Bills versus like the rest of his games, we've handled him much better than like he's struggling against us, man. He is, and I have no reason to believe that that's not going to continue. He's just a year older and a year more frail.
He's 3-1 against the spread against us in his last 4 games against McDermott's defense. I mean,
you're going up against Tyrod Taylor and Derek Anderson. It's not that difficult.
How about going up against Josh Allen?
Well, they beat us 24-12. It's one game. It was in their barn. It was a young guy. Our offense had no talent whatsoever last year. It's a different team. You can't say that our offense doesn't look significantly better than it did last season so far.
Well, it didn't look that great last week without Singletary.
We had over 400 yards of offense. It was probably more than we had. We would have had that many yards of offense once last season, the last game against Miami. We had 406 yards or something against Cincinnati. I guarantee you that was better than at least 14 or maybe 15 of our games last year. It's our expectations now, just because of these 3 games, are higher because we've been driving. We're just getting first downs. We're driving the field. We haven't seen them take when they go 3 and out or 3 possessions in a row. It's a thing now versus like last year. It was just like every single game.
I don't understand why we cut LaShawn McCoy. I'll never understand that. I mean, I know that we can carry that cap money over to next year, where we have like fucking $90 million that we're not going to be able to spend unless we just dole out terrible contracts. But cutting him, it's just like getting rid of my boy Darius. It's just like not trading players last year. These guys don't know how to use the players at their disposal. That's good. If Devin Singletary doesn't play in this game, I can guarantee you we are going to regret not having McCoy on the field for multiple plays.
McCoy's not healthy either.
He played last week. He's healthy this week.
He left the game last week. I don't know if he's healthy.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
But last week he left the game early. He left in like the third quarter because of his ankle or whatever his injury was. He left the game early. But either way, we know why they got rid of McCoy. They think Singletary's better. And I think, he might be at this point, but I agree, he's got to play, but I just think Singletary was too good in spring and training camp, and they were like, we need this guy in the field, and they just got rid of McCoy. I mean, the writing was on the wall for a month.
We haven't even used him in the 2 games he was healthy, though.
Yeah, they're easing him in. They haven't needed him yet.
That explanation that doesn't hold water. We could have kept McCoy and then traded him or cut him later on in the year.
There was no trade value. They wanted him out of there.
There's no reason why we needed to cut him. We could have cut him, and he could have signed on with another team. A week of preseason is not going to help him to latch on to another team. To say that they did it because he's a veteran, that's the only explanation.
Maybe.
That's bullshit.
That could be part of it, too. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of factors, but at the end of the day,
that are illogical.
I don't think that him being on or off the team matters, because I think Singletary's better.
Yeah, we couldn't have used a healthy running back last week instead of fucking T.J. Yeldon.
Yeah, I actually like Gore. I mean, I don't think Gore's like amazing, but how can you not root for the guy?
Well, I don't root for him because he's old. I root for players that are good. But he played all right, but we still needed a different running back last week, and we didn't have one.
Yeldon, he's probably touched the ball 10 times between preseason. Maybe not even 10 times. I don't know how many times he touched the ball last week. But he's fumbled, at least twice. Like, I don't trust that guy with the ball in his hands at all. So, I'd bring, Singletary practicing today on a limited basis gets me a little bit optimistic that he can go. I mean, he's a young guy. He'll recover.
I'm going to predict. I'm going to give McDerr the benefit of the doubt and realize we're going to get trounced. So he's not going to play Singletary. He's not going to play him this week. I'll bet you that Singletary doesn't play this week. He's going to save him for games that we can actually win starting next week. Maybe.
No, that's just ridiculous. McDermott's thinking about winning the division, dude. That's what everyone's thinking about, winning the division. You have a home game against a division rival. They're just a division rival. That's all they are.
I've never met anyone that's thinking about winning the division. We haven't won the division since 1995. We were 10 years old. We have friends that have been married and divorced in that time. For fuck's sake, give me a.
Dude, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the division
and remarried and had kids.
Dude, I'm just telling you how I feel. Whatever.
I'll just throw all this in your face next week and it'll be fun. I'll laugh, but
or the opposite.
I'll eat the biggest crow sandwich. I'll go to Arby's and eat a crow sandwich. All right. Let's get your prediction because it's going to be.
Why do you think that we have no chance to win? Just because they're the Patriots and we're the Bills? And that's really it.
They have the better quarterback. They have the better coach. They have the better defense. We're 3-30 against Brady or some insane thing like that.
It's 2019, dude. It's not any other year. It's September 2019. Nothing else
107
matters.
Points scored, 17 points given up. That's 2019. We played the Jets.
Oh my God! Versus the third string Jets quarterback in Miami. Give me a break.
What's your prediction? We'll see. I mean, I can't wait till the one time I'm going to be wrong about it, and it's not going to be this week.
I'm going 23-14 Bills.
28-10 Patriots, and I mean that's being generous.
Wow. All right, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will see what happens.
We will see. All right.
Later. See you at the stadium.
Okay, it's gutter hope. All about my Bills like Buffalo. Shit, I'm all about the Bills like Thurman Thomas.
We're not making a playoff.
I don't tip, I pay bills. Bitches call me Buffalo.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.